Hello everyone! This week my daughter originally wanted to make some fruit bars, but then changed it to a strawberry shortcake. We're going to go ahead and make that today because the strawberries here do not last long after buying them. I started making it by myself as she was very distracted. This cake is very much like 2 giant scones with a sweetened whipped cream filling with sliced strawberries. It's very good, but the cake layers are so, I guess, tough. We have to slice it really carefully so it doesn't squish the filling out. My eldest made the Betty Crocker recipe for white bread from scratch. She did a really good job with it. I sliced some of it for dinner with some leftover chicken and scrambled eggs. For dinner today, I'm going to make chicken and mushroom tagliatelle. I bought a ton of seasonal veg to work on my side dishes. I'll trim the ends off of the green beans, rinse them, and then steam them. I'm also going to slice up the sweet potatoes and roast them with salt, cinnamon, and some butter. My grandma used to make these for Thanksgiving, but she used way more butter than this, and she would also peel the skin before roasting them. Of course, I couldn't find the right pasta at the store, so I'm just going to use this whole wheat linguine. The chicken thighs always take longer to cook than the recipe says. My husband isn't home this week, so I have no qualms cooking mushrooms, and mushrooms and scallions cooked in butter are amazing. So the next time I make this, I'm going to actually measure out the right amount of pasta and try to find the tagliatelle again. This would have been top-notch if I hadn't added the extra ounces of noodles. Today I'm making the girls some egg salad for sandwiches for lunch. I like to buy the box of 5 dozen eggs from Walmart, so definitely have to go through those in a timely manner. For dinner, I'm going to heat up the gravy that was left over from the smothered chicken. We used to have chipped beef as kids, so I'll add in some chopped deli turkey that no one is eating, and we'll serve this on toast. And then the toast will be the rest of this loaf as it's starting to get a little bit stale. I'm going to try out this recipe from my latest Taste of Home magazine. I don't know if it's because I'm using a Cosori air fryer or what, but this did not cook super well for me. It's also a struggle because the recipe says 375, but the Cosori does temperature by 10, which means cooking it on 380 for some time and then dropping it down to 370 for the rest of the time because it was starting to burn. If I make it again, I'll not add in the celery seed. I think some parts of it were a little bit bitter, which wasn't very pleasant. My middle daughter wanted to make a chocolate cake with a whipped cream topping. I kind of just chose a chocolate cake recipe and then added the whipped cream topping on top. The chocolate cake part is a French vanilla box mix with melted white chocolate mixed in. The filling is a cream cheese frosting. The outside frosting is milk chocolate. I have to say, the whipped topping really made this the best of both worlds. It cuts the richness and sweetness of the frosting. I'm not sure if the white chocolate in the cake really added anything though. Last meal for this week is going to be a turkey meatloaf with a cranberry sauce topping. This was okay. It would have been way better if it didn't use saltine crackers, which tasted bland. And I much prefer just a plain ketchup topping that's baked onto the meatloaf. The meatloaf also crumbled really badly when served. Anyways, that is all for this week. Talk to you next week.